Good morning and welcome to the Patty Winters Show. I'm Patty Winters and today we have a very special guest for you. We have the very attractive Patrick Bateman here to tell us what it's like to live as a true yuppie here in beautiful New York City.
Thank you so much for having me here today. I actually love the show and I watch it every single morning.
That's great to hear. How are you today? Anything interesting so far?
No, not really.
Well, I hope this interview makes your day a little more interesting. Haha. Now, Patrick, let's start from the beginning. What is your typical morning routine?
Well, Patty, it's really quite simple. I wake up in my Ralph Lauren silk robe and matching boxers, and while I pee, I check for puffiness in the face. If I seem too puffy, I put an ice pack on my face while I stretch. I then just stare at myself in the mirror and rinse anti-plaque formula in my mouth.
As you should.
Yes. And then I brush my teeth with my faux tortoise shell toothbrush.
Ooh.
I check my nail beds and remove the ice and then put on my facial mask to replace it. Once that is removed, I go in the shower and use a water-activated gel cleanser, a honey almond body scrub, and an exfoliating gel scrub. I switch up my hair products depending on the occasion, but I won't bore you with that. I hop out of the shower and then rest a hot towel on my face for 2 minutes before shaving. I won't bore you with that either. But to summarize the rest, I basically finish off with 5 moisturizers.
Wow. That's really specific. Seems like you care a lot about hygiene.
Yes, well, it's hard to lure in the ladies if I'm ugly, right? I mean, how else would I get them upstairs to brutally murder them?
Yeah, very good point. Moving on. Now, what do you do to afford such a lavish lifestyle?
Well, I work at Pierce & Pierce as a specialist in mergers and acquisitions on Wall Street.
Wow, that sounds really boring. Now, what do you like to do in your free time, Mr. Bateman?
Well, I go out to lunch and dinner every day at the best restaurants in the city. I go to clubs, I take knives to people's throats, and do a lot of cocaine.
Oh, well, that's very nice. What restaurants would you recommend to our viewers to pay a visit to?
Well, Dorsia is the hardest restaurant to get into. I can't even get in. But if you really want to go somewhere nice, just have your secretary do it for you. It's really not that hard.
Yes, that is very true, Mr. Bateman. Earlier, you mentioned that you enjoy going to the clubs. What is your favorite drink?
Well, every time I go out, I will get a J&B on the rocks. But if you're going to go with water, the only one worth drinking is Evian. If it's tapped, send it back immediately.
Well, that is quite interesting, Patrick. Now, here's the real question. Are you seeing anybody?
Well, it depends. I usually kill everyone that I hook up with, except probably Evelyn. I can't help get myself to do it. She's just way too helpless.
Okay, now Patrick, as we're nearing the end of this strange interview, let's finish with a simple question. What could I find you, Patrick Bateman, doing on your nights off work during the week?
Well, I go to the video store and rent movies at least twice a week, but it's always the same movie, so I can watch my favorite scene where the main character is killed with a power drill. It really gets me going, you know?
Yeah, I don't.
On top of that, I also like roaming the city and finding bums who look hopeless enough to just kill off. I don't know, either of those are pretty high up on my list.
Well, what a great note to leave on. Patrick, it was so nice having you here today, and hopefully the people at home got a good insight into what a real yuppie's life is like.
Thank you for having me, and I hope to see you soon.
Bye.